Hi everyone, welcome to our YouTube channel Microbial Life WIM. My name is Priyanka Raha. In this video series, we will discuss about different type of bacteria, fungi, virus, protozoa and other different microorganisms which are responsible for different deadly diseases. We will also discuss about some microorganisms which are beneficial for human beings, plants and animals. In this video series, we will only give you brief or basic idea. Later we will discuss elaborately. So today topic is Leishmania. First of all, introduction of the Leishmania. Leishmaniasis is a vector-borne disease that is transmitted by sandflies and caused by obligate intracellular protozoa of the genus. So Leishmania is a vector-borne disease. Okay. Next, there are three main forms of leishmaniasis. Visceral, also known as Kala Jar, which is and the most serious form of the disease. Cutaneous is the most common, and mucocutaneous. Leishmaniasis is caused by the protozoan Leishmania parasites, which are transmitted by the bite of infected female sandflies. The disease affects some of the poorest people on earth and is associated with malnutrition, population displacement, poor housing, a weak immune system and lack of financial resources. Leishmaniasis is linked to environmental changes such as deforestation, building of dams, etc. Next point is life cycle of the Leishmania. Leishmaniasis is transmitted by the bite of infected female sandflies. The sandfly inject the infective stage from their proboscis during blood meals. Promastigotes that reach the are phagocytes by macrophages and other type of mononuclear phagocyte cell. Promastigotes transform in this cell into the tissue stage of the parasite. Which multiply by simple division and process to infect other molecular phagocytotic cell. Parasite, host and other factors affect whether the infection become symptomatic and whether visceral leishmaniasis result. Sandflies become infected by ingestion infected cell during blood meal. In sandflies, amastigotes transform into promastigotes developed in the gut. In the hindgut for Leishmanian organism in the Viania subgenus, in the midgut for organism in the Leishmanian subgenus, and migrate to the proboscis. So this is a life cycle of Leishmania. This is a human stage and this is a sandfly stage. Okay, this is infected stage. Sandfly gets infected macrophage when it take blood meal. Amastigotes multiply in cell. This is diagnostic stage. Promastigotes transformation into amastigotes inside macrophage. Infected neutrophils release the parasite which are the consumed by macrophages. Parasitics are phagocytized by neutrophils that are rapidly reclude the bite site. This is also life cycle of Leishmania. Sandfly stage, human stage. If Leishmania or sandfly bite to the dog, this is a dog stage. Okay. Parasites are phagocytized by the macrophages. This is a macrophages. Amastigote multiply in cell, including macrophages of various tissues. Promastigotes transform into a mastigote inside macrophage. This is a dog stage of Leishmania. This is sandfly stage and this is a human stage. Okay. So next point is symptoms. What is the symptoms of Leishmania? The main symptoms of this condition is painless skin ulcer. So what is the main symptoms of this condition? Painless skin ulcer. Few weeks after being bitten and infected sandfly. However, sometimes symptoms would not appear for month or year. Okay. Next point is in people with the mucocutaneous form of the disease, symptoms usually appear 1 to 5 years after the skin lessens. There are primarily ulcers in their mouth and nose or on their lips. Other symptoms may include runny or stuffy nose, nose bleeds, difficult breathing. Number 3, symptoms often do not appear for months after the bite with this type of Leishmania. So what is the type of Leishmania? V E S C E R A L. This is a type of Leishmania. So this type of Leishmania symptoms do not appear for months after the bite of this type of Leishmania. Most cases are appearing 2 to 6 months after the infection occurred. Common symptoms include weight loss, weakness, fever that lasts for a week or month, enlarged liver, enlarged spleen, bleeding, other infection, swollen lymph nodes, decreased production of blood cell. So this is a symptoms of leishmania. Next point is diagnosis. What is the process of diagnosis? In visceral leishmaniasis, diagnosis is made by combining clinical signs with parasitological or serological test, such as rapid diagnostic test. It cutaneous and mucocutaneous leishmaniasis serological tests have limited value and clinical manifestation with parasitological test confirm the diagnosis. Okay, so the next topic is treatment. Number 1, cutaneous ulcer will often heal without treatment. However, treatment can spread healing, reduce scarring, and decrease risk of further diseases. Any skin ulcer that cause disfigurement may require plastic surgery. Number 2, these lesions do not heal naturally. They always require treatment. Liposomal amphotericin B and paromomycin can treat mucocutaneous leishmaniasis. Number 3, visceral disease always require treatment. Several medications are available. Commonly used medicine include sodium stibogluconate, amphotericin B, paromomycin, and miltefosine. So this is a treatment of leishmaniasis. Thank you for watching this video and for your time. We hope you learned something from our videos. If anyone have any doubt, please give your valuable feedback. If you want notes, you can find it from below the description box. If you wish, you can join in our Telegram or WhatsApp group, or you can follow our personal profile. Thank you.